Oops. Am I seriously live already? It went live without me. It went live like 30 seconds ago. It just automatically went live. Wow, that's a new thing. That's a new thing that it's doing, just going live without me pushing a button. Okay. Hi, Courtney. Thanks for joining us live. Yeah, hello. Welcome everybody. If you are joining live, type in #live in the comments on Facebook. If you're watching the replay, type in #replay. And Taylor's here. Hi, Taylor. Thank you for joining us. Okay, there we go. All right, so I've got it on the phone. Funny story, right? I do think that we are in Mercury in retrograde, right? Because remember yesterday how I went live and I couldn't find it in the Facebook group and everyone was saying, where is it? Yeah, Taylor said the live without the double Facebook connection has made things weird lately in my live Zoom group stuff too. Okay, yeah. Yeah, little surprises, right? Yeah, so apparently yesterday I went live on my personal profile. Yay. Super fun, right? Which I don't mind. I really don't mind that at all. It's just that everybody was looking for it in here in the New Earth Experience Facebook group. So cool. I'm learning new things, right? So thank you, Mercury in retrograde, for your weird stuff. I definitely appreciate that. Hi there, Jana. Thank you for joining us. Happy to have you here live. Let's see, Connie's at work and may not be able to stay the whole time. No problem. You know that the replay is available in the New Earth Experience group. Okay. So a quick reminder before we jump into our slideshow today that we do have an engagement contest going on in the New Earth Experience Facebook group. We have some fun and games. We have some opportunities for you to share your insights from this challenge. And so what I'm going to do is at the end of the week, I'm going to take the top 10 people who participated, who engaged the most, and from those, I will do a random drawing for 3 people, not 1, not 2, but 3 people to win. Yep, that's right, Connie. To win my Channeling for Business program. It is a 6-week, go at your own pace, self-paced, I guess, program. And the value of that is $1,111. And so it was really good when I held it live. These are you get to have practice channeling different aspects of your business, entities, energies. We'll settle on energies. And it's super good, super good. Okay, Taylor, you're the second person that I've seen ask this question. Can retrograde stuff cause headaches? Random, I know, but my head's been killing me. Okay, so I suspect that that might be less about retrograde and more about the solar flares that I have not been monitoring, but I do know that we have had a lot of solar energy, solar flares coming through that that are upgrading a lot. And so interesting. Yes. I feel like the answer to this question that's coming to me is water. And so even if you think you're very hydrated, go ahead and drink a little more water. That makes sense. Thank you. You're welcome. Yes. So I do invite everybody to Yes, it depends on how your body is receiving it. My body, it's less about my physical body because I have done a lot of upgrading in the New Earth Mystery School. We had a lot of upgrades to support the physical body. My emotions are crazy right now. So that's also because Chiron is in retrograde, and right, Chiron too is in retrograde. This is a very surface level understanding. Chiron is the wounded healer, and so it will bring up maybe some old wounds for the next round of healing. And boy, has that been coming up for me. Lots of stuff coming up for me to heal and release right now. So lean into it, be gentle with yourself, lots of love, lots of self-care. Okay, so we're gonna jump into, are you ready to take aligned action? Jana's feeling it too, poor sleep. Yeah, okay, so I'm having a little bit of poor sleep as well, but the problem is that I'm reading a really good book. It's called something like When the Moon Falls. I don't know, it does have dragons. It's really good. And so I've been staying up later than usual, reading my book and not quite getting as much sleep. So the remedy is always the same thing, self-care and more water, getting grounded. Okay, that would be supportive. Okay, so we're gonna dive into our slide share and get ready to take aligned action. This is so good. This one shift changes everything. It really, really does. All right, let me double check the chat. Water, yes. Yep. All right, so today is day 3, the last day of our Ascension Ascension Accelerator for your business. We are ascending your business, accelerating that ascension so that you can have an ever-growing impact on the collective by serving individuals one by one. The first day we took a look at the top 5 intuitive gifts that are going to support you, that are necessary for you to accelerate your business. Yesterday we took a look at the immense support available to you through the all realms support portal. We took a look at your business entourage. And today we're talking about aligned action. And this is going to look a little bit different than what you might expect or what you have been following up to this point. Once again, if this is your first day with me, and these 3 trainings that I am doing here, they do not need to be done in order. Each piece is separate by itself. So if you're just joining us, yay, thank you for joining us. And also, you're welcome to go back and watch the replays from day 1 and day 2. Those are available in the New Earth Experience Facebook group, and they will be up. I'll leave them up at least through the end of this week. Okay? So again, if you're just joining us for the first time and you're not that familiar with who I am, let me introduce myself. My name is Shelley Howells, and I am a dragon-hearted transformation warrior. Woo-woo! I am a channel, seer, oracle, and ascension guide. I help new earth leaders transcend their wounding and ascend to their highest timeline. I am also the creator of the New Earth Mystery School, which is a collaboration and directed by the Ascended Master Serapis Bey. It is a training academy for New Earth leadership, as well as accelerated personal business and collective ascension. And we're gonna, let's dive in. We're gonna talk about the shift. Here it comes, the shift. All right. Um, this is going to, this goes against everything that you've been taught. This goes against everything that you have been programmed. The shift is going to be from the third dimensional way of doing things to the fifth dimensional way of doing things. All right. This is going to align you with the way the new earth operates. And it is simply that you are going to, well, the invitation is for you to begin practicing to lead with the feminine and support with the masculine. Okay, so you know that we have been, oh, that's funny. I'm sorry, I'm checking, I'm checking what it looks like on my phone as well. Okay, yeah, we have been taught that we lead with the masculine, that leadership is a masculine quality. And so the actuality is the masculine was never intended to lead. It has always been the feminine that was intended. And here's why. Because the masculine is logical. It's up here in the brain. It is all about thinking. What is the brain's job? It is to collect information. Our brain is a supercomputer. It holds all of this information, and then it tries to categorize and somewhat make sense of it all, right? And the brain does not always get it right. One of the things about the brain is that sometimes it lies to you, okay? Sometimes your brain tells you some things are true when they're not true. Sometimes the brain tells you that you have to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way through X, Y, Z in order to get the results that you want. And it's operating simply on the information that it has collected. It can only operate based on what it already knows. All right. The feminine, however, the feminine is your heart space. It is your feelings, and your feelings do not lie. All right. It is your intuition. Your intuition does not lie. And your heart does not rely on information from the past in order to make decisions or to have an understanding about the present and the future. You get to tap into so much more information, knowledge, instructions. Okay. Also, your desires and your passions are your navigation system. They are the navigation system of your soul. Your soul speaks to you through your heart space. Okay? Instead of, your soul does not speak to you from the mind, it speaks to your heart, and it guides you through your heart. This is something that I teach very, very, very in depth in my program, Conscious Creator, where we go into the heart space and we learn how to trust in the heart space, and we learn how to lead with the feminine and support with the masculine. Okay, and what happens when we do this is that we activate synchronicity. When you are following your heart instead of your head, you activate synchronicity. And what that means is that you drop into your heart space, you take inspired action from your heart. And when you take that first step, the universe responds. And the universe responds in a way that helps you to align with your divine path in a way that aligns you with the path of least resistance. Okay. So here's what's coming to me from my guides here. The thing is that whenever you take action, the universe responds. Okay. And so if you are taking action from the head, you are more likely to run into resistance and obstacles. And the reason for that is that synchronicity, and I do go into this in depth in Conscious Creator. Synchronicity is twofold. Number one, it brings to you things that help smooth your path, right? That move you forward quickly. Synchronicity also blocks your path if you're going off the road. Okay. And so every time you take action, you are activating synchronicity. And, oh, I just noticed a typo. How funny. When that happens, when you lead from your mind, you are more likely to run into the roadblocks that are trying to get you back on the path. When you lead with your heart, then you are more aligned with the path of least resistance. Let me know if that makes sense. Okay, so we have been conditioned to lead with the masculine. The masculine way of leading is to get into your head and to ask yourself, what are the things that I have to do to get to my goal? We're up in our head. We've never really been taught how to lead with the feminine. In fact, the feminine is often ridiculed and shut down, right? In fact, one of the arguments that people make in the political arena for not having female leaders is that they're too emotional, right? And so the feminine gets shamed a bit and it gets shut down and the power is suppressed. We're going to awaken that divine feminine power within ourselves. And so here's how you lead with the feminine. Number one, you get grounded and centered, right? Isn't that funny? Because when you're in your mind, you're not really in your body. You're not grounded. You're not centered. So we want to have an embodied experience of leadership. So you get grounded and centered, and then you drop your awareness from the head into the heart space. All right. And then you simply ask, what do I want to do? Lean into that, feel into that for a moment and see what comes up for you. It's probably going to trigger some things in you. It might bring up some resistance. It might have that feel of guilty pleasure, right? Of like, oh, I have wants. I get to do what I want to do. And then you're going to have that voice in your head, the programming that says, no, 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 you can't do what you want to do. You have to do what you have to do, what you should do, what you logically should do in order to reach your goals and be responsible and be an adult, right? Because here's the thing, when you lean into what you want to do, sometimes it's not the responsible thing. Sometimes it's not necessarily the adult thing. Sometimes it's the inner child thing. Sometimes it is take a break and rest thing. Sometimes it seems completely unrelated to the goal that you're trying to achieve. That's a good thing. You just don't know it. And then once you know what you want to do, once you get that hit, then you do that thing. Then you keep repeating over and over again. Get grounded and centered. Drop your awareness from the head to the heart. What do I want to do? Do that thing and repeat. Okay, so there's the feminine aspect of it. Now, You get to support with the masculine. The masculine creates the structure, the container, the banks of the river for flowing, right? To help you stay in flow. And so you want to ask yourself, what structures do I need to help me stay in flow? When we're talking about business, structures can look like SOPs, systems, right? SOPs meaning standard operating procedures, systems, automations, all of these are amazing support for your business. Your intuitive board, that is a support system. HR, hiring people, having a VA, that is support. Okay, so you're going to tap into the masculine for support instead of leadership. The other thing that the masculine is really good for, and we talked about this in yesterday when no, we talked about this the first day, I think, when we were talking about the intuitive gift of strategist. Bridge. Do you need a bridge? When we are up here in our mind, hold on, let me check the comments here. I'm loving this part. Thank you. You're welcome, Jana. You are welcome. I'm happy that you are here. The bridge. Okay, so when you are up here in the mind, you have a list of things that you believe that you need to do in order to reach your goal. And sometimes the next thing on the list is kind of big and scary. You might not feel quite ready for it, right? But you feel like that's the thing that I should do. That's the thing that I need to do if I want to progress. And you might need a bridge. You might need a bridge, maybe, right? And then you get overwhelmed, right? That thing is big and scary and you don't feel ready. And so instead of forcing yourself and pushing yourself to do it, you end up freezing in overwhelm and you don't move at all. You become stagnant. And so a bridge is really, really helpful for you to be able to get there. Now, what does a bridge look like? I mentioned some of them. Some of them might be doing an activity that engages your inner child. It could be taking some rest, right? It could also be getting additional support. It could be learning. It could be like putting some systems into place, building that foundation, getting additional knowledge, maybe some more practice with your skill set. What is the bridge that is going to help you to get to that next step, right? And so the masculine when you're in flow and you feel like, okay, I'm kind of reaching a place where I'm facing a block. The masculine can support you by helping you to identify what bridges can then move you forward. And this is very helpful when this goes along well with the intuitive gift of strategist that we talked about on day one. So if you missed that, go back. We had a great conversation about the gift of strategist. And this is for accelerating the ascension of your business. You definitely need the gift of strategist if you would like to do that. So make sure that you go back and watch that if you haven't yet. And the third thing with support from the masculine, supporting with the masculine, ask for help. Yesterday, we had an entire training about All Realms Support Portal. You don't have to do it alone. You were never meant to do it alone. You have endless support available to you. You have support from the divine. You have support from the physical realm. You have support, and you need to ask. You need to ask for the help that you need. Okay, so let's see. let's go ahead. I'm going to go back one slide and give you, let's take an opportunity to practice this. Okay. So let me, before I do that, let me double check. Oh, hi, Kylie. Glad to see you here. What else is, I love you, Kylie. Thank you. She says, I love you, Shelly. I love you too, Kylie. It's so good to see you here. Um, yes, yes, yes. Courtney says she's been working on mind-heart coherence. Yes, that's a beautiful thing to be working on. Rodney Shields in the New Earth Ascension Summit that we had earlier this year, he talked about that. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I'm glad that you said that, because we're not rejecting the masculine. We're not suppressing the feminine anymore either. It's not that the feminine is taking over the masculine role. That's not what we're doing. We are bringing them into harmony by giving them their proper role, the feminine in leadership and the masculine in support. All right, so let's go ahead and try this. Be aware of your emotions, what comes up for you as we do this. So take a moment. If you want, you're welcome to close your eyes. Sometimes it's helpful to close your eyes, right? And here's why, especially for this activity, because the eyes are seeing and gathering information that is stored in the mind. And since we are going to be dropping into the heart, it can be supportive and helpful if you close your eyes and shut off that stimulation, okay? The mental stimulation. So if it resonates with you, close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and release. Wiggle your toes to help you come into your body. Wiggling your toes helps you become aware of your body. It's a great step to help you get more grounded. Another breath in and release. Okay. Also, for some masculine support, if you would like, you're welcome to open your crown chakra and invite your gut into the space. Gut meaning God or goddess, universe, or higher power, your higher self, whatever the divine looks like for you. This support helps you to get clarity, bring to mind truth and light and help and support, right? If you feel like you would like that support from your gut, bring them in now. And then drop your awareness from your head to your heart. What I want you to do is place your hand on your head, your forehead, and notice how we've been talking, we've been in the mind, we have been receiving information. And so now I want you to drop that awareness down into your heart. Place your hands on your heart now and notice how that brings your awareness, your focus and attention to the heart space. Breathe into it. You might become aware of emotions as you do this as well, emotions that have been set aside perhaps, right? And that's okay. Be aware of those emotions and allow them to be, or just being in this moment. And now ask yourself, ask your heart, what do I want to do? Right here, right now, maybe once we're done with the presentation, what would I like to do next? All right, breathing in. Breathing out. If you're struggling to know what you want, Understand that that is really, really normal because of how much the feminine has been suppressed. The feminine is all about passion and desires and this wanting and pleasure, right? And because we've been so programmed to lead with the masculine, it might be a little bit suppressed. And so this is where the support from your gut can come in, and ask them to bring to your awareness possibilities, choices, right? Or even the mind, the masculine support of the mind can be helpful here too. Like, okay, so what are some possible actions that I can do? I can drink my water, I can take a walk, I can take a nap, I can exercise, I can write an email, I can go on social media, I can take a look at my finances. So many things that I can do. So get into all those possibilities. And then, thank you, mind, you've done your job. We release you. We release you. We don't need your input as to which of these options is the best one. The mind doesn't need to help us prioritize, right? The mind, thank you, mind, you've done your job bringing it into our awareness. We're going into the heart, feeling into it, and what feels really yummy? What feels really good? So for me, I know it's water. I'm going to drink some more water. I'm also going to watch some Olympics today because I like watching Olympics. Okay, feel into it. And then the next step is going to be to do that thing. You're going to do that thing. And then that might be enough practice for today. If you allow yourself to do just one thing based on following your heart, that is a celebration. And then just repeat. Keep repeating. Connie says, too bad I'm at work. I feel really good about a nap. Yes, 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 yes. So this is where, thank you, Connie. This is where the support from the masculine can come in as well, right? And ask your mind, right? Because it has a lot of information in there. Ask your mind, what are some options, right? The mind's job is to give you options. What are some options that are going to serve the same purpose, right? Like, yes, this is what I want to do. Also, well, you are at work. I won't suggest this. I was gonna say sneak away and take a nap. I used to work in an environment where the power nap was encouraged and allowed, but that might not be acceptable where you are right now. So you can ask your mind for additional suggestions of what would work here. You know, what's something that would help me to feel the same way, and get into that. And then also you can also put a pin in it and say, when I get home, I'm going to do that thing. Oh yes, I'm the only nurse and have patients getting infusions. Yes, I understand. I know. See, that's what I'm talking about, is that sometimes it is a little irresponsible, and that's okay. We can have the support of the masculine to say, this is what we need to do. How do I want to say this? There are times, sometimes we do have to be responsible, and then other times, no, my guides are saying, you know what? You all have discernment. You all know when you can be responsible, when you can be irresponsible. Eat some food. Yeah. Yes. I love that. I love that. That's another form of self-care, Connie. I love that. And I feel like when within your business in particular, I don't believe that there are some really consider the possibility that there aren't really strict shoulds around your time and activities. I think, yeah, that's what my guides are telling me, that's sufficient. Okay, so does anybody have any questions or comments about what came up for you? Hi, Lawana. Thanks you for joining us. I'm glad that you are here. Was there any resistance that came up for you when you tapped into your heart space? Oh, Courtney says, oh, I know nurses sometimes don't get a lunch. I worked in an ER. Yes, so that is very supportive, Connie, to to make sure that you are feeding and feeding yourself and hydrating and doing the thing. Yeah, take a nap on your lunch break. I like how you're thinking, Courtney. I love this. Play in the form of dance or yoga flow. Oh, Courtney, that's a good one. That's a really good one. The reason I love that is because it helps you get in touch with your feminine, right? It's like your feminine is saying, yay, you acknowledged me, now come play. And we get to play together. So I absolutely love that. Let me see. Checking in, my guides are saying, so what do you do? What do you do if you run into resistance? Meaning that, it's like you have this thing that you want to do and your programming gets in the way and it says, oh, I could never, or that's irresponsible, or I can't do that, right? Or I'm not worthy, I'm not deserving. Number one, use your tools. If it's something that is coming up to be healed, heal that. Number two, get resourced. Get resourced, right? Because this might feel uncomfortable for you. This might push you outside of your comfort zone. And anytime we are pushing ourselves outside of our comfort zone, we need to make sure that we are fully resourced. The way that we get fully resourced is through self-care. All right. So we've been talking a lot about that self-care today. Getting hydrated, taking a nap, getting some exercise or movement, getting outside, nourishing your bodies. Make sure that you are fully resourced before you push yourself outside of the comfort zone. All right. And the other thing is that we've been talking about bridges. If there is something, and I feel like we just kind of demonstrated that with Connie, right? It's like what feels good to her, what she wants is a nap. And also circumstances are such that she can't quite get there yet. And so we asked, what is a bridge? What is something that we can do here and now that will move us towards accomplishing the same thing that the nap would do? And she landed on another form of self-care, which is to nourish her body, right? And so, yeah, a bridge, use your tools. And what was the third thing I said? I hope you remember. And if not, you can watch the replay because my guides are saying we covered it. You're fine. Move on. Okay. All right. So before we finish up with our message from the Ascended Master, Serapis Bey, who I will be trans-channeling here in just a minute, as promised, I wanted to share a little bit more about the New Earth Mystery School with you. We have been talking about taking aligned action, and we take that to the next level in the New Earth Mystery School because, and this is the heart. This is the heart of the New Earth Mystery School. This is the core of Ascension in the New Earth Mystery School. And that is that every month we have a class, and in that class we receive a trans-channeled message from one of the Ascended Masters. or other beings who are acting as ascension guides. And in that message, we receive beautiful messages of new information, shifting perspectives, blowing your mind sometimes. And also, we receive codes that are downloaded. I talked a little bit about how my body does well with higher vibrations now in meditation and otherwise, because I have been working so much in the New Earth Mystery School on my body. And it's a fifth dimensional technology where what you need is downloaded. So you get to have these downloads of insight and also codes. And then we take from that information, add to it our intention, and from that we receive an inspired action item to focus on for that month that becomes our practice. And then it gets to be expressed in different ways according to how your heart is leading you with that. And that practice, the practice is actually practicing the new earth way of living. The practice is practicing ascension, practicing this aspect of living an ascended life, living the new earth experience, right? And it is incredibly powerful because after that, we also do a round robin. As I mentioned, the New Earth Mystery School, it's not your typical mastermind type program where I come and I teach you all the things, but rather I support through coaching and being the mediator with the light language upgrades that we've talked about before. And also I am the facilitator because I'm the one who brings the ascended masters into the group. The ascended masters are the ones who teach us, and then we do a round robin to share what messages came through for us. And it's through sharing that we receive additional perspectives and shifts and insights and codes and downloads and community, loving, supportive community. It's really a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful experience, and I absolutely love it. The other thing that I do bring, and I mentioned this on day one with intuitive gifts, one of my, yes, I am a seer. And so I see you and circumstances, and that allows me to give you unparalleled support. And yes, I am an oracle, so I will say the things. The people in the New Earth Mystery School know that I will say things in a loving and gentle and nurturing way. And then sometimes I also will, I don't pull punches. I do lean in and say, okay, now I say this gently and with love, and they know that what's coming next is going to be is going to be truth. Okay, truth as I have received it. So yes, I'm a seer. Yes, I'm an oracle. Yes, I am a channel, and also I am an activator, and I am an amplifier. And so you get that catalyst energy, you get the momentum and the amplification. So when you come with your gifts, by being in my space, I help to amplify those gifts so that you can then go out into the world. And this is something that my guides have brought very recently into my awareness as I've been doing a walk with my ascension guides. So, New Earth Mystery School, I promised you that I have something that I'm testing out to see if you would like to join us. The New Earth Mystery School is $444 a month with a 12-month commitment, or $4,444 for the full year, which gives you 2 months free. Now, I thought that what I would do for this challenge is to offer you a sneak peek option at a discount. And so what that looks like is that you can join the New Earth Mystery School for 3 months at $333 a month. Instead of the $444, it's $333. And 12 months might feel like a really big commitment. Okay. And if that feels like it's too big of a commitment, you can come in and have the experience with us. I didn't want to do it just 1 month at a time because I don't feel like that's enough time to really give you the full experience. So I'm offering it with 3 months. And also, if you are feeling called and you know you want to make the commitment for 12 months, then I do have the option of locking in that rate of $333 a month for 12 months and or $3,333 for the full 12 months. Okay, so those are the details. If you would like further information about the days that we meet, the times, the requirements, and all of that sort of thing, and if you simply want to have a conversation to see if it is right for you, then I invite you to schedule a discovery call at Shelley Howells. No, sorry, there we go. Bookshelley.com. BOOK, like a book or scheduling, Bookshelley, SHELLI.com. And we can have that conversation and see if the New Earth Mystery School is a good fit for you. If you are a New Earth leader, and you are ready to take your business to the next level, which you will feel, you will feel it. It's when you're ready to take your business to the next level, it kind of feels like you're bumping your head on the ceiling. Like, oh, yeah, you will feel it. Then I strongly recommend that you join us and enjoy the Intuitive Gifts Activator, Intuitive Gifts Optimizer. We will optimize your intuitive gifts, all-around support portal where you get our support and the support of all the divine, and the aligned action activator that we talked about today. Okay. Whew, that's a lot of information. Lean into it, and if you would like to learn more, connect with me. All right, so now I'm going to finish up with a trans-channeled message from Serapis Bey. He is the Ascended Master Ascension Guide for the New Earth Mystery School, and he's my personal Ascension Guide. And from my communication and conversations with him, he tells me that he is the Ascension Guide to support the ascension of the collective and Earth herself. All right, so if you would like, you are welcome to close your eyes. I will be doing so because, it helps me be able to do that. Take a deep breath in. Release. Again, wiggle your toes to come into your body. Continue to breathe. I invite you to drop from your head into your heart like we did earlier today. We've been doing a lot of work with the head, and now Serapis Bey invites you to drop into your heart space so that you can receive this message from the heart without the interference of the logical brain right now. Okay, thank you, Serapis Bey. Another deep breath in. Release. Releasing stress, tension, worries, concerns, all the chaos going on in the world internally and externally. We're just going to come into this safe space of your heart for a moment. Another breath in, release, and continue to gently breathe into your heart space. And I invite you to open your crown chakra and invite your GUP into this space. Again, GUP is an acronym. It means God or Goddess, universe, or higher power. Whatever the divine looks like to you, they will create safety and a resonance of truth for you, discernment, so that you may take what resonates and release what does not from this message, as well as any codes that are being delivered at this time through this message. Good, good, good. Now I'm going to raise my vibration. Likewise, I am connected with my GUP. Raising my vibration, connecting with Serapis Bey, inviting him into this space. Raising my vibration a little higher. A little higher. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, my channel. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you for giving me a voice that I might share my message today. And indeed, 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 that I might share ascension codes with all those who are open to receiving, who are ready to receive, who would like to receive, who desire to receive, and who are willing to receive. Thank you, thank you, thank you for receiving me today. And yes, 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 there is such a shift going on in the world today. And from the outside, it may look scary, frightening, as if the entire world is coming to an end. It may appear frightening from the external, and yet, when you come into this space within your heart, when you come into it, the internal aspect of what is going on, it is beautifully orchestrated. There is divine order in all that is occurring within the world today. Understand that as New Earth leaders, you are a part of that dance. You are a part of the sacred geometry of bringing all things from chaos into order. You are a part of stitching together, as it were, the new earth. And yes, 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 it appears to be a tower moment, as you say, in the world of tarot, where everything appears to be falling apart, and yet, it is simply a releasing of that which no longer serves to create space for the creation of the new earth, to create new foundations of love, of peace, of synchronicity, of serving one another, of receiving one another, of community and unity consciousness. There is much that is going on in the world, and everything is happening for your highest good individually and collectively. Therefore, when you see external events that prick at your tender heart, I invite you to anchor in more fully to your purpose as a new earth leader. That the way for you to serve is through that purpose which has been placed within your heart as a desire. You have come to this earth at this time in her history fully prepared through many lifetimes to activate your gifts in such a way that you are an integral part of the evolution of the planet, of the ascension of Mother Earth, of the creation of the new earth. You are indeed essential. You are indeed essential. And therefore, the highest service that you can give the planet at this time is to lean into the truth of who you really are, to fully embrace your gifts, to release any wounding that keeps you from playing small, to allow yourself to grow, to heal, to expand, expand your influence in the world. And you shall do this twofold. Number one, simply by amplifying your own light. You are serving the collective by shining greater light that pierces the darkness. You are serving your purpose in this way. And the second way that you are serving your purpose is by serving humanity in the way that your heart has guided you to do so. Moment by moment, individual by individual, through personal interactions, and indeed, through your business as well. All the support of the divine is available to you. Our invitation now is for you to receive this support. Find your communities. Come into community with other New Earth leaders. You will not feel so alone. The task ahead will not feel so overwhelming. You will find strength with them as they reflect back to you your immense capacity for service, for help, for empowerment, for growth for yourself and for others. Come into community and grow ever faster and serve ever more effectively. You are needed. You are loved. You are appreciated. You are worthy. You are deserving. You are indeed this powerful. Receive, receive, receive. As much as you are willing, as much as you choose, permission energy. Thank you for receiving my message today. Yay. Thank you, Serapis Bay. I love him. I love him. He is incredibly powerful. So feel into that. If you could feel the power flowing from him. And also he's saying that, yes, it's his power, but also it's a reflection of your power. And so if you are able to feel his power, it's because that power resonates within you. It is your power that recognizes his power as well. Okay. Once again, an invitation. Hey, Sarah, thanks for jumping on. Once again, Sarah, we are ending the replay. You're catching us at the end of it. And actually it's live. It's what I meant to say. You're catching the end of the live, so you'll want to go back and watch the rest of the replay. Again, my invitation to join the New Earth Mystery School. Serapis Bay talked about community. That is the type of community that we are offering here. You are welcome to schedule a call with me, a discovery call with me at bookshelley.com. Thank you so much for joining us. Please continue to participate in the New Earth Experience Facebook group so that you can be included in that drawing for the Channeling for Business program. And I will talk with you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.